The only way you're gonna get everything you want in life, and I do mean everything you want in life, is by standing firm in your standard. All the rules are fake. Everything society tries to tell you is fake. Make a decision and stand on it. Some people spend their entire lives chasing after what they want and never get it. They settle, they compromise, and they apologize for having standards. Here's the truth. The world does not care about excuses, about doubts, about reasons why you can't do X, Y, and Z. The only people who get everything that they want are the people who refuse to bend no matter what. And that could be you if you watch this video. If you want something, you can't let anybody tell you that you can't do it. You can't let anybody project their insecurities on you. You can't let anybody say, come back to reality. I hate that saying. If I hate any saying in the world, it's you need to get back into reality. What does that even mean? Because my reality is gonna look totally different from yours because I believe that anything is possible. That's honestly the trick here. Your belief system is the main way you're gonna get everything that you want in life. And I'm gonna tell you how to strengthen that belief system, how you have to think, how you have to act, what you have to do, what habits you have to form, everything. The first thing you need to understand is that all the rules that society tells you are fake. People will try to convince you that there's a right way to get what you want, and that's not true. They'll tell you to be realistic. They'll tell you to compromise. They'll even have you apologizing for the standards you set for yourself, making you feel like your standards are too high. And that's where most of you guys get tricked. I'm gonna be real. That's where most of you guys get tricked. And I know this for a fact because I used to be one of those people. I used to get tricked into feeling like, Kyla, what you want is unrealistic. Kyla, what you want is too much. You're asking for too much. But then I had to sit back and think to myself, well, if my standards are too high, why do I see other people having exactly what it is that I want? If my standards are too high, why do I see other people achieving it? If my standards are too high, why am I seeing it being done by somebody else? The only rule that matters is the standard that you refuse to bend on. And your standard could be anything. Okay, your standard could be the respect you require in a relationship. It can be the salary you require at a job. It can be the boundaries you set with your friends. Whatever it is that you want for your life is your standard. And nobody can tell you different because nobody is you. Whenever you start questioning yourself and asking yourself and going back and forth in your head about whether your standards are too much or whether you're asking for too much or saying, maybe this isn't realistic, it's over with. Like, whatever it is that you wanted, whatever it is that you felt like you can achieve, is out the window. You might as well forget about it because as soon as you start doubting yourself and going back and forth in your head about it, it's done. The moment you doubt your standard is the moment you give up your power. Your standards only work if your belief system supports them. It's not enough to just say, this is my standard. You have to believe that it's possible and you have to believe that you truly deserve it. Your belief system is the lens you see the world through. It also determines how you move in life, who you choose to be in your life. It determines a lot of the things, and it actually is what controls your life. You know how a lot of people, you'll see videos on the internet where they'll be like, you control your life? That is one, if not the main way that you control your life. By believing whatever it is that you want in life, you can have. Believing that whatever it is that you want in life, you deserve it. And can't nobody tell you what you deserve. Nobody. You determine that on your own. If you believe you have to settle, if you believe you have to compromise, if you believe that the world is not going to give you what you want, that is exactly what you're going to get. Like, that's exactly what's going to happen. But when you fully believe in your standard, and when you know you're worthy of respect, when you know you're worthy of love, when you know you're worthy of money, when you know you're worthy of time, when you know you're worthy of opportunity, everything changes for you. You carry yourself different. You make decisions differently. And guess what? The people around you respond to that energy. Think about it. Somebody who negotiates their standards, somebody who apologizes for their standards, compromises their standards. Someone who believes they can do something, someone who believes they can get something, they're not even entertaining negotiations. Their price is their price. What they want for their life is what they want. And there's no change in their mind because they're going to get it. They don't entertain back and forth about what they want for their life and why they want it and try to get somebody to understand why they want something for their life and how they're going to get it. No, they don't even go back and forth with themselves. They make the decision and they stand on it. For years, before I even moved to where I am now, I've always wanted to, not even for years, but let's be real. Once 2020 happened and work from home jobs became a thing, I wanted one, right? After 2020 was over with, after 2021 was over with, work from home jobs were a thing, but they ended up being more hard to get because people started to go back to work. I wanted a job with great pay. I wanted a fully work from home job. I wanted a job I can travel with. As far as like not traveling with, but I wanted a job to where I was able to work from any location. I didn't listen to anybody telling me that it wasn't possible or that the job market was hard, because a lot of people around the time that I got the job, a lot of people tried to tell me the job market is hard and it's so hard to get a job right now, which I'm not denying that because I see what you guys are talking about. That didn't discourage me. I still was like, hey, I'm gonna apply here and I'm going to get the job, and that's it. All I needed was a platform. Okay, I had the plan. But anyways, I applied to the job, got the job. Mind you, needed a degree, but we won't talk about that. I applied for the job regardless, no matter who said what, because I knew that I could get the job. Like, people literally thought I didn't even have a job and that I was lying about having a job. And this is a job people dream about, but it's a job that most people wouldn't even go after because they feel like it's not possible for them. And I was very, very happy about that job. Ended up keeping the job for a while. It was a great job. But me being me, hence this video, I'm always looking for better and bigger, and I'm always getting it as well. So, you know, before I moved to where I am now, I honestly did hate all the jobs that I had, and I figured that I probably just don't do well with authority. But that's besides the point. I acted confidently, I presented myself clearly, and I got any job that I ever wanted. And that's the power of aligning your belief system with your standards. When you have faith, when you believe that you deserve things, God will also create opportunities for you. God will literally open doors you haven't even knocked on. Now let's talk about how to make this practical, okay? I call it the 3-step blueprint. The 3-step blueprint on how to get exactly what it is that you want out of life. Step 1 is decide. You have to make a non-negotiable choice about your standard. I mean, first, before you even make a choice about your standard, you have to figure out what your standard is. You have to explore life and figure out what it is that you like, what it is that you want. You honestly even have to fail a couple of times for you to decide what you don't want. You have to make a choice about your standard. You have to make a decision about what you want. That's step number 1. Honestly, some people know what they want quicker than others, but I can guarantee you, while you're watching this video, you can think of some things that you want at this very moment. So decide whatever that is. Say it out loud, own it, write it down if you have to in detail. Decide, and decide with conviction. Step 2 is aligning your actions, aka acting as if. This is where it stops being an idea and it starts being real. Once you've decided your standard, everything you do has to match it. Your actions can't contradict what you say you want. Ask yourself every day, does this choice reflect my standard? Does this choice reflect what I just decided I want in life? If it does not, do not do it. Okay, it's that simple, and it's also that hard. Because you're also reprogramming yourself, reprogramming your mind to stand on what it is that you just decided that you wanted. Let me give you some examples. So say your standard is respect in a relationship. This means that you don't chase people who don't show up, you don't entertain excuses, and you don't argue with disrespect. If you want respect, if that's what you say you want, you're not entertaining anything opposite of that. Every action that you take either reinforces your standard or weakens it, even if it seems convenient. Don't take something to undercut your value. If you say you want to make $80K a year and they only offering you $50K, do not take that job, because then you're going to find yourself back in this same place, negotiating and debating, when you already knew what you wanted from the start, instead of just being patient and waiting for God to give you what it is that you ask for. Your actions have to show that you're serious about your standards. It's also about your environment. Surround yourself with people, places, energy that supports your standard. If someone constantly projects their fears, their insecurities, and what they feel like they can't do onto you, That's not where you belong. That's not your energy. That's not the space you need to be in. Protect your space and protect your focus. Okay, I used to think birds of a feather didn't flock together, but I come to the realization that eventually, if you hang with birds, you are gonna be the next bird. Just like if you hang with millionaires, you're gonna be the next millionaire. Billionaires, you're gonna be the next billionaire, because your environment shapes who you are. If you're constantly around people who uplift you, who are positive, you're gonna feel like you can do anything. But if you're constantly around people who are negative, who project their insecurities on you, who talk down on you, who talk down to you about the things that you want to do, or even talk down to you about yourself, you're gonna feel like you're stuck. You're gonna feel like that's all you are. You're gonna end up one day believing them. Your belief system and having faith in God are the main things that are going to carry you through. If you have faith in God, and if you believe you deserve the things that God has for you, then you will prosper. God will not put something on your heart that he does not intend on giving you. And if he doesn't give it to you, he either has something better on the way, or what it is that you think you want might just not be for you. But either way, if what it is that you want won't hurt you or won't hurt other people, God would not put it on your heart if it wasn't in your plans. Alignment is daily discipline. It's in the small choices that you make. Saying no when it matters, saying yes when it aligns, setting boundaries and sticking to them. That's how you build the momentum to get what you want. The more your actions reflect your standards, the more unshakable it becomes. And the world returns that energy. Step 3 is strengthening your standards through mindset and habit. This isn't about one-time actions. This is the long game. You're constantly going to want things, so you're constantly going to have to sharpen your standards for life to reflect what it is that you're asking for. So here's what that looks like. Daily mindset checks. When doubt creeps in, reinforce your belief. Speak to yourself like you already deserve it. Create routines and habits that naturally uphold your standard. For example, if your standard is health, your workouts, your meal prep, getting the proper rest should be automatic. Don't wait till next week. If you decide, what time is it right now? 8:23. If you decide after you watch this video, I want to get into fitness, I need to get into that gym, go to that gym right now. Don't wait until next week, until Monday hits where it's the fresh week. Don't wait. The main thing that's helped me when it came to deciding on things that I wanted to do, if it's something that can be done instantly, as soon as I make that decision, I do it instantly. If you don't do it immediately, you're going to also create the habit of being like, oh, I'll just do that later. If you really want it as bad as you say you do, as soon as you make that decision, go ahead and go do it. Let's not be dense here, okay? You can go in the morning, but just get it done. Protect yourself from people, situations, and even if you follow certain people on social media that you feel like don't support the things that you want to do or are not even doing the things that you want to do. Protect yourself from all of that energy. Your standard is sacred. You need to treat it that way. There's going to be trial and error a lot of the times, but you decide how long that trial and that error lasts by course correcting. If you reflect on a day and you say, did my actions, my energy, and my choices reflect my standards? And the answer is no, then start over again tomorrow and make sure you do it right. When you do this consistently, your standards stop being a rule you enforce and they become part of who you are. And that is the goal here. You have to make the decision when you aren't who you want to be, start acting like who you want to be, and then you become who you want to be. You become that person. And it happens gradually, but you need to put the effort in. You need to put the work in. You have to be a little critical of yourself. I'm sorry, actually, don't be a little critical on yourself. Don't be a little hard on yourself. Be hard on yourself, because the people who want more in their life, they're making sure that they're doing everything that they need to do. And when they aren't doing it, they make sure they check themselves and correct themselves. Don't go easy on yourself, because if what you want is outside of what majority of the world is doing, you are gonna have to be a little hard on yourself. So once again, deciding is the first step. Step 2 is aligning your actions. And step 3 is strengthening your standards through habit and mindset. That is the 3-step blueprint. It's not just about the steps, it's about showing up consistently. I don't care if you don't do it perfect. Okay, I said there's gonna be trial and error, but you have to show up for yourself every single day. I remember when I first started going to the gym, I wasn't in there for hours. I wasn't in there automatically lifting or squatting 200-pound weights. I started off doing cardio and doing what I heard that you're supposed to do, but guess what? I got to that gym every day. I got up, put my clothes on, got dressed for the gym, and walked down to that gym every single day. If I didn't go to the gym, I went on a walk. Every single day though, I showed up. You'll notice how your energy changes. You'll notice how people respond to your energy. And you'll notice those doors that start opening up that you didn't even know were there. So don't just memorize these steps. Live them. Make them your daily practice and watch how your life begins to bend to what you truly want. Don't let other people project onto you. This is gonna be my favorite part of the video because I feel like this is part of the reason why a lot of people are stuck where they are and they're not getting to where it is that they truly want to get to. A lot of people project because they either feel like they don't deserve something or they're scared to try. I remember the other day, I was watching this TikTok video about this girl saying, I'm so glad, and these are, don't quote me because these are not her exact words, but this is what I took from it. I'm so glad that these influencers are seeing that influencing ain't working and they getting back to reality and going back to working 9 to 5s. Immediately when I seen the video, I was just like, okay, so one, I'm already getting that you wish you can be an influencer, and if you don't wish you can be an influencer, it's because you feel like you can't do it. And that's pretty much my point. A lot of people who project feel like they either can't do something or they're afraid to try because they feel like if they try, they're gonna fail. But you're not then. That's their reality. And when I seen that video, I'm like, what makes you think that reality is one thing? What makes you think that your reality is supposed to be everybody else's? We live 2 different lives. We were put on this earth for 2 different purposes. Just because you feel like you can't do something, that doesn't mean that I can't do it. There is not one way to live. And I wish people understood that. People don't project what they feel like they can't do. They project things that they've never tried. And it goes honestly back to them feeling like they can't try it. They feel like automatically if I tried it, I'm gonna fail. So they want you to feel that way. Do not fall into the trap. And also, I feel like a lot of your plans that you do have, you should be quiet about. Because a lot of the times when people project onto you, it's not a shisty little plan that they have in the back of your mind, in the back of their head to discourage you. Sometimes people just genuinely don't feel like they can do something, and so they feel like they're doing you a favor by trying to warn you. I moved from Los Angeles all the way to Atlanta in 2021. I was 21 when I moved to Atlanta. No family here, probably like 2 friends, and I moved here on my own. And I didn't tell anybody until I left. As soon as I got out here, there was nothing that anybody can say. I'm already here. And I've been here 4 years up until this point, and I've been good. The reason why I've been good is because I didn't give anybody an opportunity to project on me. Now imagine if I would have told people and gave them the opportunity to project their insecurity and their fears on me about moving to a whole nother state. I probably would have never been the person I am today. Keep what you can close to your heart. Keep the things that you want, the goals that you have for yourself, keep them here. Seeking validation from other people is another trap that can get you to doubt your standard. People are gonna always have something to say. They're gonna always have an opinion, but your standard isn't theirs to approve of. Fear, settling out of fear. Fear of being alone, fear of missing out, aka FOMO. Fear of not getting what you want. Don't let fear make your decisions for you. Avoid these traps and you start living life on your own terms. Stand firm and the world bends to your energy, not the other way around. You make the rules here. It's your life. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you haven't yet, subscribe to the channel because I am going to continue to give you the mindset shift you need to change your life. If you don't remember anything I've said in this whole video, like if you don't take anything from this video, I want you to remember this. Life only bends for those who don't break. So be that person. Stand firm and watch what happens. Watch.